Hello everyone, it is Joe here from Omnipoke, the channel that brings you guys everything Pokemon. If you're looking for PTCGO codes, including the stuff from Lost Origin, make sure you check out the Potown store. You can get a 5% discount on your order using that code Omnipoke. For today's video, we're going to be trying out a one prize cram toolbox because I have been so impressed by this Lost Zone engine. Flower selecting all the time with Comfeys and using that new Colress's experiment is really easy to get to at least 4 cards in your Lost Zone very early, which is exactly what Cramorant is looking for here, to be able to ignore its own attack cost. So we can spit innocently 110 damage for free, no energy required. Very helpful, flexible damage output. We can push this even further with Articuno as well as Choice Belt, ideally, so that we're 2-hit KOing 2 prize Pokemon, and even against some higher hit point 1 prizes like Regis, etc. The Articunos can allow us to 1-hit KO trade in fellow 1 prize matchups. So that's really the idea here. Cram is such an exceptional card. We're going to try and lean into it as much as possible in this list and just have a couple other bit part players as we push towards the mid and late game. So ideally, we can get 4 into the Lost Zone ASAP. If you're going second, you can quite easily do this as long as you hit your Colress and get a couple Comfey working. And if you're going first, you have time to just start setting up your board, and then you can start spitting from then on. So yeah, very, very strong card. It's really proven itself. I think already, just looking at this deck, it's like a far more consistent Lunarock with equally strong power spike potential as you get to the later stages of the game, thanks to Radiant Charizard. So at the very least, it's a Lunarock that draws much, much better. So yeah, that's a good starting point, I think. We have a couple Articuno, like I said, this ice symbol increases the water Pokemon's attacks by 10. I'm only playing 2 copies, so it's a little bit cheeky. I have seen lists playing the full 4, for example. That can be good, especially against like big charmed 2 prizes and stuff like that, but I don't think that's super prevalent right now. I wonder where the format will end up. If it is the case, I might have to include even more Articunos into the mix here. And also prizing well against Regis would be a real problem. You'd have to try and find your Hisuian Heavy Ball in a good amount of time, but it really depends on which 1 prizes come out on top. If it's mostly going to be fellow like mirror matches of other Cram builds, you don't need the Articunos that much. So right now I'm sticking with 2, respecting Regis just enough, but not doing too much outside of that. I've already mentioned Comfey. This is a huge part of our engine, allowing us to put 1 card into the Lost Zone, as well as looking at 2, trying to help us in the opening stages, getting VIP passes, getting switch outs for multiple Comfey usage, that kind of thing. Oftentimes between turns we'll be going back into a Comfey to select a couple more cards, and it really helps us dig through the deck quite nicely and fills up our Lost Zone, not just for the 4 for Cramorant, but we also play the Sableye in here with the Lost Mine for a Psychic Energy. If you have 10 or more cards in your Lost Zone, you can sprinkle 12 counters on your opponent's Pokemon in any way that you like. Very flexible damage that we can dish out here and finish off things that have sort of retreated away to the bench if we've hit them with Cram early, or can deal with like multiple lower hit point 1 prizes as well. So very flexible card. I'm only playing 1 copy, but I do have a couple Klaras in here and 2 Psychics to try and get this Lost Mine working. Very nice sort of finishing card. Equally so, the Radiant Charizard. We know how strong this card is now from the World Championships, and we know that it can be splashed into all sorts of things here. We're not going all in with like Raihan's and Twin Energies in this list. We're just playing 3 Fire and 2 Magma Basin, but we do have the Klaras as well. So in many instances, the Excited Heart, if that's online, we can get a big Combustion Blast off. And because we play 4 Choice Belts, you can do the full 280 quite consistently, actually. So in the later stages of the game, this is a great beat stick to lean into, which is fantastic. I'm also playing 1 copy of Drapion V. That wild style ability is very helpful against Mew, and I think otherwise Mew can have a field day just leaping around our board because the Cramorant is otherwise looking to 2-hit KO. You can try and like hit into Genesect and like sort of rope away a Mew as much as possible. We are playing a high count of the ropes, so the Drapion doesn't have to come out and be like a huge part player where we have to sort of Klara it back. It's oftentimes the case that Mew will try and combine a Lost City alongside KOing the Drapion, but 1-time use is good enough to win that matchup. Also, there's a lots of Inteleon package going around still in Palkia and still in Arceus, so if they go crazy on early Sobbles, you can actually punish them quite aggressively with this Dynamic Tail, because 190 plus the 4 Choice Belts that we play, we have a really good chance of hitting one. We can hit that 220 very early with the Drapion. So yeah, a low-key threat into some Sobbles as well. Playing the Manaphy, even more important than ever, I feel like now, because it's not just Palkia that can make use out of Greninja, it's also anything that plays Mirage Gate, so protecting yourself against that sort of stuff is going to be important. I'm actually playing a 2-2 line of Bibarel. I've seen a number of these lists just using Comfey as the only sort of draw engine, and then having, like, trekking shoes and poker gears and that sort of thing. I think that's fine, but I really like the Bibarel 2-2 here just to make me much more secure against Roxanne and Marnie, which is one of the only things that can falter for a one-prize deck, because you constantly need to have your next threat established, right? So allowing yourself to Bibarel can oftentimes be a great way of doing that. Even though there could be a number of turns where you don't get Incisors value, I'm hoping that we can get it enough when we get disrupted by opponents, so yeah. Onto the search and switch outs. That dominates all of our item cards, really. We've got the nets. Ropes are obviously very important to get Empoleons pushed to the bench, as well as potentially Galarian Weezings. So that's pretty good. We've also got the high switch count, the air balloon. I'm playing switches over switch carts because I play the Bibarel, but you could easily change these for carts if you want sort of less outs for the Bibarel, just something you want to track and sort of bear in mind. Have VIP passes, quick balls, the Hisuian heavy, because we have some really important one-ofs, and even like Articuno as a two-of is important at times. Couple Ultra Ball obviously helps the Bibarel getting into play in the first place, but also thinning other cards that make their way into the hand that aren't too helpful. Playing a couple Boss, a couple Klara, a really nice card in this deck that can reload a Sableye, it can reload a Zard if need be in the later stages, and even just getting back basic energies is really helpful to pay retreat your Comfeys as well to get extra flower selects, so that's always pretty nice. We have the air balloon, the 4 choice belt, really important to max out copies of this so you are threatening 2 hit KOs as quickly as possible with the Cramorant, and then we just have a selection of energy, couple psychic, 3 fire, should be plenty that you don't Colress and Comfey them all away. You only need 1 in the mix really, but that should be easily done. Don't forget that these energies are fantastic at retreating your Comfeys as well, and a couple captures to round out the search in the opening stages, because we really want to get additional Comfeys rolling so that we can do the Crammer shenanigans. There's lots of ways I've been trying the one prize Cram deck. This won't be the only video on the channel of a Lost Zone deck, because I want to try out some Mirage Gate builds as well, that take use of Greninja, for example, but also things like the Amazing Rare Reshiram. So you're going to see more of the one prize Cram decks. I think they're going to be a mainstay in the format as one of the strongest one prize decks in the game, alongside Reggie's, from what it looks right now. So yeah, wow, what a cracked hand we start off with here in our first game. Absolutely disgusting. Yeah, double VIP, just sometimes your luck's in, you know. Looks like we're going to be up against probably Palkia. I see Melanie and Jammer. Jammer's pretty scary for us to deal with, honestly, because we are so reliant on our damage mods from the Choice Belt. But we'll see how things go. Wow, what an insane hand. We even have Bibarel for next turn as well now. So let's see what's prized. We have our Zard. We have 1 stadium in the prizes, so we have to be careful about Basin. We have all of our energies. We've prized 2 belts, so that's kind of scary. Also prized a Colress. So we want to be cramming as much as possible early game here. Definitely against a thingy deck, we need to get Manaphy as well. A Palkia deck. Let's start here. I think I just go like this. And then we just bench this guy. Let's start selecting first. So don't need Quick Ball particularly. So let's keep Klara around. I think I like playing the rope proactively here. Try and get us close to a Cram on 2. I'd rather zone a Capture Energy because I can recycle the Psychic. I think I am going to get 1 more Select in here. So that's already 3 cards in our zone, which is nice. Don't need the other. Bidoof and also Colress gives us a lot more push potential next turn. So, pretty ideal turn 1 there. Looking pretty solid. Got the early Manaphy established. Got lots of cards already selected in our Lost Zone. So we should be threatening Cram pretty much immediately. This looks like they're eyeing up a Keep Calling on their end. Yeah, it's going to be a Keep Calling. So let's start taking prizes, right? That's the thing. We're going to start the race. We're going to get rolling. Things that scare us in Palkia. Definitely Empoleon is scary. Definitely cancelling Cologne to get around Manaphy would be scary. And that Tool Jammer that we've already seen the Mulligan. These are all scary cards to come into the Palkia deck that could cause us some headache. So I already have the guaranteed retreat, which is nice. Let's keep the boss around. Let's play Colress. I'm happy taking the one prize here, I think. Alright, looking like some easy choices here. Yep. So let's just retreat away a fire, bank it in the discard pile. Get the Bibarel down to protect around hand disruption. And yeah, we're pretty happy with that. Always pretty nice for Sableye to sprinkle on a couple Sobbles later on as well. Obviously they're going to start evolving stuff, but when they start requiring Scoop Up Net, they might have to think twice about it, like replaying their stuff. So in some ways we are disrupting their engine as well. See a Melanie from them. Next Drizz comes down, so it looks like they're just swinging with Palk. Seems pretty standard. Incense for Big Palk. And the Swell, okay. Let's have a look here. I think I like digging with Colress because I want to get to 10. 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be 7, 8, 9. I can 10 with net. Yeah, seems good. I don't want to boss this turn. Don't need to Klara either. Alright, that's a really good couple cards to go into the Lost Zone. We do not need those guys. Think we're at 19 cards still in deck. At this point, we've done our required 6, 7, 8, 9 required amount. I want to keep at least some switch outs in case they want to try and trap the barrel for any reason. So I think I'm doing this. That's an easy choice. That gets us to 10. So now Sableye's online for the rest of the game, which is solid. This is here, this is here. This is here. Do I want to attach the capture energy anywhere? No, I don't think I do. Because sometimes it's nice to hold a capture in hand so that you can Basin plus attach to the Zard all in one turn as well. Once they've taken 3 prizes. Because we're slightly less bursty than normal Zard builds, I guess you could say. Alright, we're going to see a big deal from them. I imagine they're going to weave in the Jammer here. Ideally, they go Jammer plus net this guy and rebench a Sobble, and then I can just sprinkle on 2 Sobs. Alright. Every sounds fine. I've done all the Comfeying I want to do, really. There's Greninja. There's the net. Show me the Sobble bench. Oh, you love to see it. Oh, it's joyous. Yeah, almost certainly going to be the Tool Jammer here. Tool Jammer and bench another guy. Seems pretty smart to me. So I'll go here because I'm going to net, and I don't want to net up the balloon and lose it. Let's do both. I think that sounds good. We'll keep a fire in the bin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. You'll proactively play one Cram, but keep the board space open for other stuff. Oh, it's so nasty. Sableye, you cheeky little munchkin. Couple nice belts picked up as well there. Gonna see another Palk come down. I think my players next turn bench double Articuno, boss this. Because I can lizard through either of these two guys to close the game. See a bucket from them. Switches. Okay, going for Bibarel. Makes sense. Bibarel, Roxanne, KO. It's a very strong play from them. At least we can still pick some flowers. I've got rid of my other Bidoof, right? Yeah, so I guess I get rid of Bibarel here. Not much debate there, really. Just had to double check that that's what I wanted to do. Definitely like using Sableye here. Definitely like benching this. Don't mind benching, oh sorry, attaching to this Comfey so I can play around the jammer that's on the bench. So we're gonna go 3 here. At least 3 here. That sets up that guy. This means Lizard doesn't need belt. 2 there sets up the Greninja, and the rest here. Sets up, yeah, sets up the Cram play. Everything but this is set up for the Cram play. Okay. Sorry, this is set up for a Lizard play, of course. Lizard. It's almost time for Lizard as well. They've taken 3 prizes. They're about to take their 4th. I guess they can't really in good conscience attack with this guy again. The next Palkia is on the go. Alright, they're going to grab net. Seems good. A few strong draws here. That's not one of them. I don't... Do I want to get rid of a Cram out of the deck now? Just to improve my flower select? I guess I should. It sounds reasonable. Belt's not too handy. Let's think. If I just attack this turn, he takes 1 prize, then I attack and he just wins. So I need to retreat into Comfey and use it. And hope for the best. Colress is the best outcome possible here. How good is Rope? Rope is not good enough, I don't think, because I can't combine it with Lizard. More switches don't do anything either. Oh, it's a sad story. What else can I do? The Roxanne was just too strong. I mean, I can hit. It's down to them to mess up their Rope here. Right. They have to bring this guy up. Yeah, and they are correct. And it doesn't matter what they do now. I think they got us. I think the cross-switcher Roxanne was just a very solid play in the end. We were tantalizingly close. We had a lot of good options there to close out game. We needed Gust on this. We needed we needed Basin or Fire Energy for this. Yeah, just a few big misses there. It's a shame. Because our early game was as strong as it gets, really, right? We had the ideal board. We were very ahead on prize cards. We Sableye away a lot of their engine. Just pretty impressive that they were still able to mount that hand, even without shady dealing, basically, the whole game. So it's one of those. But yeah, I'm not really seeing a win con here. I think we're just toast. Let's make sure. Yeah, I mean, I'm not taking 3 prizes this turn, am I? Nope, they got us. Pretty rough. Roxanne doing the business on us. I possibly could have benched extra, like after the Avery, maybe I was remiss to not have benched more Comfeys. Don't really know what else I could have done differently there though, particularly. Articuno does play around Jammer a little bit more. A few things to consider there. I have to watch the back of that game because in terms of RNG, I rolled as high as it gets, but we still didn't get the job done. Speaking of high rolling, look at this hand. Kiram. Okay. Heartbroken emoji, eh? So we have our Zard. Tries to Basin again. I think I like roping. It might force me to find a Guru here. Not a Guru, an Articuno. That's fine. So that's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's Articuno. Let's retreat. Pretty good. Coming out the gates fast again. Oh, okay, Rob bricked. Oh, that's a friend. Can't do it to him like that. So mean. I think against multi-prized, like definitely Kiram is something we can set up easily with a 1 cram hit, then try and rope and boss around it for as long as possible until I can Zard finish it off. Take your prizes here, there, and everywhere otherwise. Let's get 1 more game in. Maybe 2, depending on how quick this one is. I'm expecting 1 prize decks to take a long time, of course. Alright, not a bad hand. That's our mulligan. What do they have? Urshifu with Darkness. Who needs Dark Energy when there's Drapion these days? Well, let's get cooking. Well, I play more more Fire Energy, so I guess I get rid of the Fire first. Let's get a barrel of laughs out. I like just retreat and 1 more select here. It's always nice to try and get VIP pass activations while you can, but in this case it's a no. I'll play safe on the Fire Energy side this time around. And it means I have a retreat for next turn. So, yeah, already 3 in the bin. Looking good. There is Sob Sob. If they make a keep calling play with only 1 Urshifu, I can try and do the Drapion play. Oh, the hand's bad. Okay. That's an easy choice. I think I might be getting another concession in a moment. Let's keep these. Thought as much. All right, let's get 1 more in. But we're setting up. We're spitting innocently ASAP, right? That's the good news. We are consistently doing the thing, and we're doing it fast. And that's what it's all about. It's just that sort of mid to late game gets a little hazy at times. Potentially more awkward hand, but we'll see what the... Still potentially a couple of Comfeys. Can still see a few cards here. Arc. Arc that plays a Greninja. Spicy. Do I reveal the Zard straight away? I think I do, because I want to take a Comfey out of deck to improve my odds of hitting VIPs. We have both our Klaras. Zard's like he's happy enough in the bin, to be fair, for a while. Same for Sableye. Like, just bung him in the bin and you can Klara them later. Alright, show me the Vips. There we go. Let's get the Cram on the go. Let's get the Nets on the go. So they are definitely a Marnie deck. So I think I just play the hand and pass like this. So Arceus certainly scary because they play Big Charms, they play Sharon's Care often. Metal Energy, it's Aggron? Or something else. Trekking Shoes and Greninja. What is this? Arc Dialga. We're in for a treat, folks. We're in for a real treat. And yeah, Marnie deck still does the Marnie thing. Classic. Some things never change. Really want to try and find a rope this turn. Wow, there's so much going on. Don't know where to look. Okay. So I don't think I need Manaphy too much. Let's get more Bidoofs out. And let's have a look. Okay, rope is great. How many ropes is too many ropes? I mean, I only care about pushing this out of the way for now. He comes in here, I hit it for 140. Probably still has the Trinity thingy, but then I am having to rope around it again next turn more than likely. So I probably have to do this. Then let's select. Let's get rid of the... Close, actually. My hand's pretty dead if I don't take Ultra Ball here. I guess I am limited to one Klara this game. Have to be careful with it. Then we'll play the rope. And they'll take their time. Worst case scenario is they go here, and they can, like, Sharon's Care this, attach, and completely wipe a turn. Oh, they give us the Dialga. That's so interesting. Okay. Guess I only need Ultra Ball once, right? But I have to remember I'm limited to one Klara, so I can't get too crazy with these Psychic Energies. Normally I like retreating around lots and doing shenanigans. Oh, but I'll keep this. I can discard one with Ultra Ball next turn with my top deck or with a Flower Select card. Let's see what they're up to. Okay. Here's Big Dialga. They're really spreading their stuff. Very curious. There's no way they just hit me here. Are they just gonna 120 me? There's no shot. Okay, maybe they do. Alright, sure. Really need to find that belt. Found that belt. I think I don't overplay here, because we know they're an Avery deck as well, so we have to be a little bit afraid of Avery. Alright, well that was way easier than I thought it was going to be. So maybe they're not a Sharon's Care deck at all, because they can't have space for Sharon's Care with all this rooting around, right? Surely. There's got to be too much going on here. So here's the hope. We can hopefully spit at this once, then lizard it later. Alright, Chase Air Balloon. Respect it. The next Dialga is on its way. Boss kind of spicy. Probably play this first. Let's take this. We're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. 8. Okay. Dawn on a Rope is a real question here. I'm holding a really good hand to... Like, I'm very close to the lizard hand, right? The lizard hand, like that's an actual saying that's normal. If I rope, I have to boss, but it does let me select another time. I think I want to do it. I say I need to boss because I imagine this comes up. But they confused me with the rope before, so maybe they'll bamboozle me again. Maybe like Zacian comes out because it has a balloon or something. Yeah. There's some logic there. We'll take Colress and get digging. Very interesting. Is my other Psychic here? Right, I think I want Psychic, Colress. Ropes have been so good. I think I value Rope over the rest. So I'll go in with this Cram, I think. The only reason not to is I have Sableye set up next turn. So 140 gives me 4 counters to play with, which means I could put 3 here, potentially. Yeah, okay, I guess that means I'm doing it like this. Because then I can Sableye finish this guy off, and then put this in range of the Zard, and that's my map, right? That's my 4 prizes here. Zard can already finish this thing off with weakness. There's a path to the Squeak. Okay. But I'm allowed to Colress again this turn because I'm using Sableye. So we go 8, 9, 10, 11, then 1 here as our 12. We need to find that Klara pretty soon. Ultra Ball's looking pretty strong here. Let's do this. Get rid of those. Play this. Play this. Double Bibarel setup. He's trying to dig for that Klara next turn. So I guess I'm playing a Basin now. Proactively. Yeah, I need to rope this turn. I guess I draw one now just in case. Okay. Get on a card in. Okay, not the worst. So we go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I guess one here. Is it time for 2 turns? Looks like it's time for 2 turns. We're currently not in too much danger. So I'm holding game. It's only, yeah, the worst case scenario is he evolves here and I am forced to, yeah, I guess this forces Belt out of me. But we can dig. We can dig it. Makes sense. So best way is to play everything out first, then Bibarel, then do the thing. So I have 1 fire in the bin, right? Yes. So I attach here. I Klara, I play Stadium, I do this, I can attack, then I can bench this. Okay, so this guy, just the lizard, please. This, 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 this. The deck, please. And there it is. Whew. A nail biter at the end, but Get to see the lizard doing some lizardy stuff at the end, at least. Not bad, not bad. Very cool deck. Just one of the ways to play the Lost Zone engine, of course. But, yeah, let me know your favourite way of playing the Cram deck. Are you going quad Cram, quad Articuno, and not much else? Are you starting to Mirage Gate to a Radiant Greninja? Or are you sticking with Radiant Lizard? Are you trying out that amazing rare Reshiram as well? Because, like I said, there's going to be so much more experimentation around this card because you just have so much space to play with. I have literally too much space in this deck right now. So let me know your thoughts down below. Hope you did enjoy today's video, and I'll see you tomorrow for another one. Cheers.